So what I'm doing right now, I'm essentially trying to block out all of these different shapes onto here and start getting my first floor plan set. Once I do that, then I can start going in and adding details and all that kind of stuff. But right now it's just a matter of trying to get all the pieces to fit together. So this is the way I always build things. I always build things starting with the floor and then kind of build the walls up around it and then set the second floor on top, build the walls up around those. It makes it easier for me to kind of visualize what I'm doing as I'm doing it if I start with the floor plan and then start working my way up. So yeah, I'm just about done with the first floor. This is the main house. This is the garage. The second floor should be a lot easier because most of the time the second floor I can just copy most of this and set it on the top, duplicate it up again. So yeah, we'll see.
Once I get the work done on the PC, we send it out here to Travis. He gets the file in here, sends it over to the machines and starts cutting it. The beauty of these machines is that when I'm working on something in there, as soon as I get it drawn up and I save the file, we can start cutting it. Most of the time during this process, I'll take whatever file I'm working on, get it to a point that is, I can actually put it together. Go ahead and push that to him to start cutting it. He can work on cutting the proto of like the first floor. In this case, I'm doing the first floor. He can get the first floor done while I'm in there working on designing the second floor.
Is this the front or is this the front?
This is the front. This is the back door.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So the garage will sit right here.
Yeah.
Like this. Like that.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
So what I'm doing right now with these bigger pieces is dry fitting. I just want to lay everything out and make sure that it actually connects. Because like on this, I had this piece that's supposed to go right here, but you can see it's an 1/8 off. This little cut should have been there instead of where it is. So it's always a good idea before, even when you're building kits, to dry fit them and make sure that pieces fit together before you start gluing. You'll save yourself a lot of trouble by doing that.
Those look really cool when they're like standing up like that.
Yeah. It's like almost a house.
It's like a pop-up book.
Yeah. We're getting real close to it actually being something that's, you can look at it and go, oh, I actually know what that is now. So one of the things that I'll do when I find these changes that I need to make, so here's a good example of something I need to change. This wall is used as an exterior wall and an interior wall, but this doesn't have the line textures on it. This doesn't have the siding lines on it. So I'm just gonna make a note on this that I need to add those lines. So that way, when I go back and make all the changes that I need to make, I can add the lines in there where they need to be. Okay, well, all of the walls and all of the holes in the floor plate are in the places that they're supposed to be, so that's a good sign. This is the process for sure. Draw it up, cut it, realize how bad it is, go fix it, start over. This is the point in the build where we can start taking product photos, start actually kind of pushing teasers to socials and things like that. There are usually errors that make it through to the color proto, things that got missed or things that were tweaked post raw proto that I still need to go back in and change. But the kit is good enough at this point to be able to take pictures and kind of show it off and put it on the website and do all of that stuff. Now we get to the point where I just make the final changes, put everything, all of the parts, lay them out onto the sheets, sprue them in, and then it'll be ready to actually cut. This was probably the most complicated thing that I've done up until this point. All these intersecting angles on the roof and stuff took me a long time to figure out. There's like, I'm sure there's some math that goes into, you could just calculate it and then do it, but it took me a lot of trial and error to get all of the pieces to fit in the way that I wanted them to give the coverage in the way that it needed to be. So, but I'm really happy with it. I think it turned out great, and I hope you guys enjoy it.